Hey everybody, tis I, Chrissy. Welcome back to the finale of my Crash 3 playthrough. Please, for the love of Pete, record this time. Oh god, I swear if you don't. Oh, you can guess I've had problems recording the finale because I recorded it separately from the other two non-commentaries, even though I technically recorded it in the same evening. But yeah, we're back here in Dynamite, and we are here to tackle the last bonus level. Pretty straightforward. Go to the yellow gem pathway, and yeah, just head round here. I don't have a whole lot to say because I've honestly talked to myself to death. Well, not quite to death, but you know what I mean. I talked a lot, and then I ended up not recording any of it because, oh my goodness, my laptop sucks. But yeah, come to this point with the Triceratops chase. Remember there was 2 pterodactyls? We just want to jump over the pit and go for the second one. Don't mess it up like I just did. So yeah, you want the second pterodactyl. Now normally you want to avoid pterodactyls. If you run into them, they will insta-kill you, I think. But this one is an exception. This one carries you into a alternative level called Egopus Rex. And the baby's name is T. Now we know what it's called. Baby T. Feels good to finally know the name of it. But yeah, I'm not going for the relic in this one because this was still at a point in time where I thought, oh, you only need so many relics just to get all the gems. You don't need all of them, which is wrong because you do need all of them, at least to be at Sapphire level. And yeah, so I just went through this level without getting the relic, and yeah, I mean, it's no biggie anyway, because I wouldn't have wanted to get all the rest of the relics anyway, because that's second underwater level. I still can't remember the name of it. Oh my goodness, it will come back to me when I'm in editing, I swear to goodness. I'm surprised that didn't kill me. But yeah, I really dig this level. I love how many, you know, there's so many Wumpa fruits, I imagine you could get quite a few lives. And I love the fact that I can use my bazooka to take out those pterodactyls. I mean, depending on how you tackle the game, chances are you might not have them. In which case, yeah, pterodactyls are going to annoy you. But otherwise, yeah, they're a joke. Just like anything is when it comes up to the bazooka. Provided it's, you know, not bazooka proof. Which I don't know, is anything bazooka proof in this game? Can't remember off the top of my head. So yeah, we have lots of fruit to grab. Lots of pterodactyls to avoid because they're jerks. And I just go for it here because I'm practically at the end of the level anyway. And there's our gem. That's Egopus Rex, the only other secret warp level, to my knowledge. I'm pretty sure it is. I say to my knowledge a lot, just in case someone comes out of nowhere and says, oh, Chrissy, you were wrong. Here's another one. Wait, what? What? I didn't know about this one. How come? But yeah, Egopus Rex. Pretty fun level. I do like it a fair bit. But we've done with that now, so we never have to go. I never have to go to Dynamite again. Unless I want to revisit, like, the level for whatever reason. But anyway, we come over here. We're going to go into Bug Light now and get that final gem. The one which requires all the coloured gems to get. Because now we have our yellow gem, we can do that. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad to have that thing. Oh, jeez. I feel no qualms about using the Crash Dash. But I'm going to blow up the snake first, because I'm cruel like that. Only in games, though. But yeah, don't have a whole lot to say here. Just that I'm just going to, like, use the Crash Dash. Though I will say, Crash 2 got given in the N.Sane Trilogy. When you beat the game, you got given the Crash Dash. I'm kind of stunned that they didn't do something like that for Crash 1. Even if it was just giving you an ability, like, from Crash 2 and 3, like the slide. Imagine how much less painful High Road would have been with the slide. But yeah. I'm just surprised they never did anything like that for Crash 1. Just would have been nice, you know? But yeah, here's our gem pathway. Now we can take it, because we've got all the coloured gems we need to get through the darn thing. And, it's significantly easier than it is in Crash 2, because the Crash 2 one was quite painful in a few areas. This is just a joke in, like, most areas. So, here you just got to avoid the spotlights, or at least the whatever comes out of it. And I decided to be cheeky here and ended up getting myself killed by a mummy. What I should have done before going in there was hit the checkpoint, because there's checkpoints and 3 Aku Aku masks just sitting there. They want you to be able to beat this, I swear. Yeah, I'll give Crash 2 credit. It's not as frustrating as Crash 2, but then again, in a way, you kind of expect something like this to challenge you on everything you've learnt so far. Even if it is level specific. This just doesn't really do that, I don't think. Maybe it's just because Crash 3 is an all-around easier game, but I don't know. I didn't have any trouble with this. Like, not in this run anyway. I mean, I died a couple of times at the beginning. The second time I died because I tried to get through the door and it shut on me. And I didn't have any masks because, yeah, I didn't hit that checkpoint up ahead. So, yeah. Other than that, I didn't die at all. Though I will say the third section did struggle a bit with that on my very first run through. Though that was because I did... Yeah, I did not think. Like, I had the bazooka, but I kept forgetting that fact. Because there was one enemy that would just catch me off guard. It's coming up in a second. And I would just forget the fact that... Here he is, right here. I would just forget that I had the bazooka and I would die because of that. But it's not hard. Like, this is probably the hardest part. Aside from the avoiding the spotlights. By the way, there's our yellow gem. Without that, we would have had to have killed ourselves just to get back onto the regular path. Because, yeah, we need it. But yeah, this is really easy. This is probably the easiest one, actually, because by the time you get to this level, irregardless, you're going to have the bazooka. So there's no reason why you can't just whip it out, shoot them, and you're done, you know? Bob's your uncle. Pits are pretty easy, so there's no reason to really fall into them. And that's it. That's the coloured gem pathway. It's pretty darn easy compared to what it was in Crash 2. Crash 2 was hard. Oh my goodness, I still struggle with it. Though, you know, Crash 2. Crash 2, I think all around is a harder game. Not as hard as Crash 1, mind you, but hard. Certainly has its moments. Forgive me, just having a little drink. I spoke through this part once already and it didn't record, so I'm just... My voice is just a little bit... So that's all the gems. This is the point where I realised that I needed all the relics. Because I went into the final boss, fought him, didn't get anywhere, didn't get the true ending, so I was like, oh my god, do I actually need the relics? Thought, screw that. I'm not wasting time going after relics, especially given I don't care much from anywhere. I've got an alternative save file with it all done, so I'm just going to go into that one. So that's just what I did. Time to face the final boss.
Yes, it is true. The Bandicoot has brought all the crystals and all of the gems to me. Ultimate power is mine. The world as we know it is about to end.
Yeah. In spite of all that, boss is exactly the same. Does all the same stuff he did before. Fires a few shots at you, which you need to avoid. You need to avoid the attacks from Aku Aku and Uka Uka, which I learned to my dismay in a minute because I end up actually getting hit by the darn thing. And yeah, not a whole lot to say other than that. So, let's talk about the game. Crash 3, I think it's fantastic. Like, when I first started playing Crash games, I preferred 3, definitely. But this was before I'd 100%ed any of the games. And I'd only really played a lot of 3, like I'd barely touched on 2, and I definitely hadn't touched on 1. This is like the originals at this point. And yeah, I preferred 2. I prefer 2 now, sorry. I preferred 3 though, for a while. Like I said, I like 2 better now. Just because I feel like I can 100% that pretty easily without having to faff around collecting relics. I'm sorry, I feel like it bogs out the game just a bit too much. Like, I'm glad it was there. I'm glad it was added. I think it's neat to give an incentive to revisiting the levels. But here's the thing, I just don't think it should have been part of the 100% bonus. Like, great, have them in the game, but have them be optional, please. Like, go from, like, secret warps in Crash 2. Yeah, some of them took a little bit of figuring out, but I was down with that. I was okay with that. I thought it was fine. Let's see. I also wasn't a fan of the motorcycle levels, but you guys know that. And really, there's only 4 of them in the game, so I can like, kind of just like grin and bear it. Same with the underwater levels. There was only 2 of those. But other than that, you know, I really enjoy this game. I think this probably has some of the best level design in terms of like platforming and stuff. It's just really, really well done. And I love like this plot and everything. But we're about to deal our final hit, and I will talk more about this stuff in a minute. Bye bye. Woohoo!
No, it cannot be! Not a prisoner of time again! The Time Twister machine could not hold itself together. We were lucky to escape.
Give me the mask! With it, I shall take over the world! Come on!
It is difficult to say what has happened to our enemies, but I doubt we will see them for a long time.
I find it astonishing that Baby Cortex has a beard. What baby has a beard? Then again, I also love the fact that he's got a lowercase N on his forehead. That's a nice touch. But yeah, a baby with a beard. But yeah, that was Crash 3. I'm really glad that you guys came on this journey with me. I'm really glad that I got to play these games and have fun with them. But yeah, like I was saying, Crash 3, fantastic game. Crash 2, fantastic. Crash 1 is good even. It's like on the N.Sane Trilogy especially. The N.Sane Trilogy is just such a good package. And I so recommend people pick it up for the PS4 because, man, does it feel so good to be able to play a platformer on the PS4. My son plays this game and he adores it. Well, not for a while, but he really plays a lot of it. It's just such a good game. And I just... please do this for Spyro, please. Please remaster the original Spyro trilogy and bring that out. I would so buy that. Day 1 I'd buy that. I love those games. But yeah, I love this trilogy. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Absolutely well worth the money and time. And I'm glad I finally got to experience Crash like properly all the way through and see just how wonderful these games really are. But anyway, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching these videos. I hope you got some kind of enjoyment out of them, I suppose. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next LP. Bye-bye.